I meant to say this at the end of the last episode, but I'm going to add it here. I realized that last episode was probably the most un-Asher-like episode yet, and I kind of knew it going into this part of the story because I remember noticing when I played this part of the story years ago, I remember thinking, this is just a bunch of fast travel here, boom, fast travel here, boom, fast travel here, boom. There's no easy way to make that role played in a theatrical and fun and entertaining way. And so I just kind of wanted to blow through it. So today we'll be finishing off that portion of the story. And so hopefully we can get back to more normal type gameplay.
They say if a vampire so much as scratches you, you'll turn into one. That better not be true.
Why? Have you been scratched?
There's been another dragon attack. Times growth this time.
Really? Well, I don't have time for small dragon attacks. We've got a big dragon attack to attend to. Let's go back and see Arngir. Oh, good. It appears they're waiting on me. Mr. Arngir.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. And I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
I'm really sorry that it had to be this way, but it's all I could do to get their help.
Yes. Which is why I allowed this
Thank you.
violation of all our traditions.
I'm sorry about that.
But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Take my seat. Take my seat. This doesn't involve me. Why? Lydia, where are you? Lydia.
So,
Whoa.
Arngir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
Delphine.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
If it were up to you, the Dragonborn would sit dreaming on this mountain doing nothing.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
Thank you, Mr. Arngir. I didn't want a scene. You guys did not have to come. But, hey, maybe with them here, I'm not needed. Do you think I need to go join them still? Lydia, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. And you're absolutely no help. Oh, wow. I suddenly feel very unprepared. Where's my seat?
We all wait upon you, Dragonborn.
Do I just pick a seat? I don't want to be at the end of the table. I'm not.
Why delay? Please, take your seat so that we can begin.
Your seat. You say it like I have an assigned. Can I just sit here? Does that work?
Take your seat and we can begin.
Which one is my seat? Fine, I'll sit at the end of the table. I don't like this.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? Your chief Talos hunter? that didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this
why?
matter.
Why me?
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch.
Hey.
Either she walks or I do.
Listen, Ulfric. I respect you. I respect your opinion. But can we just carry on with this truce with her here? Just because she's here doesn't mean she has to have an input. Why don't we just deal with this one thing at a time? I don't see what the harm is. Besides, it doesn't really seem like Tullius really wants her here either.
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Listen, I agree, but let's just give this one to Tullius, okay? Let's just give him this one, and he'll have to give you something later. How about that?
It feels like a mistake to me, but I'll bow to your judgment on this.
Thank you, Ulfric.
But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our
You
side?
know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
Of course you do.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
Arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough! First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
You know, honestly, I'd love to see some, how to put it, stronger will? A stronger backbone in Riften. I'd love to see maybe the Empire whip that place into shape.
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn.
Well,
as for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar.
no,
I should have listened to you in the first place.
no.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Ooh, that was cold.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does
Shut
it have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that.
Thank
now,
you for sitting
back
down.
to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Hjalmarch to us, and take Idgrod Ravencrone with you. Sorely the Builder will take over as Jarl of Morthal.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn?
Listen, I feel like one city for another is a fair trade, but I don't want to risk you guys leaving at the same time. But I'm going to stand by the fairness. One city for another. You want Markarth? The price is Riften.
Even the Dragonborn betray Skyrim. These terms are not acceptable. You know that.
I'm listening.
Don't play dumb, Tullius.
Bah, this is a waste of time. I can see that we won't get better terms from this council. So be it. The Sons of Skyrim at least put the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement.
Oh, good.
Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften.
Oh, wait. Wait, who?
You both agree to this?
Oh, I don't know if I like that
I
situation
shouldn't
either.
agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire. I have no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin is defeated, then it will be the Empire's turn. Remember Evgir Unslag. You should be pleased, Elisif. You've done well for yourself as the Empire's pet Jarl. But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce. until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
I mean, we had to do
Jarl
something.
Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
Thank you.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
And how exactly is that going to help us?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
Oh. And why is that? Like, why do they come when they're called? Do you know?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge.
Oh, okay.
Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
So what is this dragon's name exactly?
Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
I'd give a week's pay to see the look on Ulfric's face again, when he had to swallow the terms of the truce.
There's one more thing. We know about Patronax.
Okay, what exactly do you know?
Patronax, the dragon that the Greybeards have been protecting for all these years.
Yeah.
He needs to die.
What?
He deserves to die.
No.
And it falls to you to kill him.
No.
Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you.
Listen, about Patronax.
Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
But why does it have to be this way?
Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better.
What?
We can't afford to give Patronax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
Listen, he's so old. I'm not worried about him, but I understand where you're coming from.
I'd give a week's pay to see the look on Ulfric's face again, when he had to swallow the terms of the truce.
I bet you did.
I'm glad you were able to negotiate a truce, but I don't trust Ulfric. He'll break his word as soon as it suits him.
So will you guys. Lydia, let's go call a dragon. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt dinner. Jarl.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Yes.
We're ready, Dragonborn.
You're ready?
Just what is it that you need?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt your dinner, but I'm ready if you are to spring the trap.
As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word.
Okay, I just said let's do this. Yeah, let's go trap a dragon.
My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
And I very much appreciate that. Okay. That's Lydia. No, we're not doing this again, Lydia.
Oh.
Why do you have to be so difficult? Right, so where... Oh, out here. Dragon's Reach Great Porch.
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready.
Have you used this before? I don't know, man. I've fought some pretty strong dragons. I sure hope this works.
We're ready when you are. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
I just tried. Here he comes. Let me get... where is it? What? Is it not? How did I not put that in my favorites? Don't worry, he'll come. What? Oh. To get him? Yes. Okay, he'll come land. Oh, I'm terribly sorry about your guard. All right, come here. Come here. We gotta bring him in here. Oh, whoa. I need potions. All right, come on. We gotta get him in here. Come here. Come here. Ah. Okay. Potion of resist fire, please. Got him. Yes. Did it work? Is it holding? Ow. Okay, get out of here.
Caught like a bear in a trap. Zokfrini grin kogra drunviki dovakin.
I'm really sorry to do this.
I forget. You do not have the Dova speech.
Oh, yes, thank you.
My eagerness to meet you in battle was my undoing, Dovahkiin. I salute your, low cunning in devising such a Gramindol stratagem.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm really sorry to have to do this to you, but we need to talk.
Ubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Hinsir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So where is he exactly?
Renik Vaza. An apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him.
I'm sure. So, are you willing to tell me where Alduin is?
Unslad Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength.
Sovngarde?
Devouring the Silesur, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
This is a difficult thing to answer. Do you promise to turn from Alduin?
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skaldafn I neglected to mention.
Yes. And what else do you know?
Only this. You have the Thuum of Adova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skaldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
Okay, whatever it takes for me to destroy Alduin, I trust that you will reconsider your alignment if you promise to take me to Skaldafn.
Onikan Korav Gain Mirad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now.
Well, I suppose that's a better option.
Free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafn.
I'm really sorry for what I'm about to do. So, yeah, where do I free him at? Is there a...
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests.
Would you
stop? Purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Don't mind me.
Be gone,
I can't believe that worked.
Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
Just step back, man. Step back. Don't...
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all.
Leave him alone.
Large dragons such as yourself.
Farengar, very bad idea.
Yeah, Farengar, don't mess with him. All right. Don't worry, guys. So, how exactly does this work? Am I gonna ride on your back or your tail, or are you just gonna pick me up and carry me?
Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
Actually, no. I've got one thing to take care of, and then we'll leave.
Krezini, the freedom of the sky beckons. Yet I stay here, Nogal, as promised.
Thank you. I'll be right back. Lydia, I guess this is it. You've always been a woman of few words, but you've taken action when I needed it, and I need you to take action one last time for me. I'm afraid you can't go with me, but I've been writing some letters to my mother, and I'm gonna have to ask you one last favor. Can you deliver them for me? She's down in Cyrodiil. The instructions of how to get there are on one of the notes. It's basically just telling her where I've been and what I've been doing. But if you could do this for me, I would greatly appreciate it. But as for now...
Still here.
Yeah, you're still here. But I think it's best if we part ways, and again, if you don't mind, deliver these to my mother.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Thank you. I'll see you back at home.
I am your sword and your shield.
And my mailman. Odovig.
Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
Yeah, let's do this.
Zukbrit Oth, I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ, Mubokotin Stinselok.
You're either the bravest person I've ever met, or the biggest fool.
May Kinneret guard you while you pass through her realm.